Are you unsatisfied with the quality of TV programmes and films of today? Do you wish to create material that satisfies you? Do you like verbally abusing people but wish to get away with it? Is having blood pressure at the recommended range highly overrated? Congratulations, you just might have what it takes to be a film director. What an amazing and lucrative career with only a third of the fame and glory that actors get. The 3 years I've spent writing and producing and directing a total of 7 films gives me the absolute right to say, don't do it! I'm joking, of course. If cinema, and by extension expressing yourself through cinema, is as much your life and soul as it is mine, then by all means go for it. I'm just saying, you're a moron if you think you won't lose your drive to create on the first day. But don't worry, I'm here to help you with a bit of friendly advice on how to make your job more bearable. Tip number 1. Think on your toes. It's a universally known fact that anything can go wrong during the making of a film, from scheduling conflicts to broken equipment to broken limbs to unpredictable weather. You need to be insanely prepared for these problems. You need to be ready with a solution, and you need to practice breathing in and breathing out. Or at least find an empty room to go and scream in. Tip number 2. Say goodbye to your will to live. Directing may seem like a simple job. You just sit there in a chair, with a microphone yelling words like cut, print. Oh, Christ no. You need to have a basic understanding of film productions and have to know how to talk to your cast and crew. And it can be quite a chore if you're an introvert who's never developed social skills at secondary school like me. And you have to have a ridiculous amount of attention to every little detail, no matter how insignificant. You have to take criticism, no matter how many sleepless nights you've spent, and how deep your eye bags are from working multiple tasks at a time. Trust me, there's always something you've done wrong, and it will ruin your mood for the rest of production. You have to answer to producers who are a few generations older and so set in their ways. Sometimes it's not so much of an obstacle, and there are some flexible people out there, but most of the time you will work under a few old farts who are, throughout your whole career, who will force you to play it safe until your film is nothing more than a soulless, pandering, preachy shell of the grand idea that sparked it. Creativity at the forefront, my flat ass. Oh yeah, tip number 3. It's your fault. What is, you ask? It doesn't matter. It's your fault. Everything. Directors are held responsible for everything. Even problems that have had nothing to do with you. Your extras can't stop waving at the camera during a take. Your fault. One of your actors had an overdose and shows up on the set with a hangover. Obviously your fault. And one of your actors is pregnant and waited until the very last minute to tell you. It's your fault. And your camera operator keeps forgetting to adjust the f-stop. Say it with me now. Your fault. Directing is basically like parenthood. Your cast and your crew are like your children. They're ungrateful, they never listen, they always make poor choices that leave you disappointed. And finally, tip number 4. I almost forgot, because I'm so mentally exhausted from all the shit I've had to work with for the last several weeks. Cut, everyone. And Reese, I swear to God, if you forgot to press record again, I will ram this tripod so far up your